99X and the Morning X. It's Barnes and Leslie. Fram, I have a very important situation I would like to talk with you and the listeners, all five of you, about.
Is this serious?
Well, it is serious. If Waffle House to you is serious, Waffle House is religion if you are from Atlanta, Georgia, or the Southeast, and there is a problem.
How many times a month do you go? A couple of times for me and Lanny.
A month? You mean a week?
We go a couple of times a month.
Ain't nobody trying to go a month. I mean, come on.
You're there weekly.
Every step you take, there's a Waffle House in your path.
Are you a scattered, smothered, and covered guy, or just the regular?
I try to keep it healthy. I try to just get, eggs and keep it real
What you
lean.
can do at Waffle House.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you know, but there was a big walkout, was it like 2 weeks ago or whatever, and all kinds of drama. Catch me up on the latest, because it is ugly.
Well, I mean, Waffle Houses all over the country, right? But there's 400 locations in Georgia, and union officials are now talking about we need to prioritize the pay, overall security. There's a petition demanding a $25 minimum wage, 24-hour security, and an end to paycheck deductions at the end of September. There is a petition that already has 13,000 signatures from workers and community members for the Waffle House employees. If not, there's going to be a walkout.
Now, I thought they walked out once, but we're about to find out if that's the case. Hey, Cindy Smith over at Waffle House in Conyers. Hey, Cindy.
Hey, how are you?
Did you get good? I hope you're doing well.
Good morning.
Did you walk out already once?
Yes, sir, we did.
Oh.
You came back without getting your demands?
Yes, sir. What we did was we did a demand letter and give them a 2-week mark, and they didn't comply within the 2-week mark. So therefore, we read our strike letter, and me and 2 other girls on first shift walked out that morning and told them we were on strike for 4 days, that we would be back on Friday. And when we came back on Friday, we had 7 upper management, including the EVP at our store, trying to divide and conquer.
So what does that mean? Where do you stand now?
Where do I stand now? I still stand firm with, they're not going to move me. They keep trying to talk me into changing shifts and changing positions to become a cook. I've been doing this for 30 years with Waffle House. This is not my first go around with them, and I shouldn't have to change jobs just to be able to feed my family. And that's the issue. I have lost 193 pounds because Waffle House is literally starving my family to death.
You have lost 193 pounds?
Yes, sir. I weighed 375 pounds about 2 years ago. I weigh 183 now.
Wow.
But I guess what I was asking is, what is happening with this whole case? Like, has there been any movement at all?
We're actually still working on it. We're trying to get the safety. That's the biggest concern for us. Like, I've been robbed twice, once at one point. Fair scheduling. We want 24/7 security. If we'd have the 24/7 security, most likely neither one of those robberies would have ever happened. $25 an hour and an end to the mandatory meal deductions. That's not an option. They need to stop doing that because they're making almost $30 million a year just off of our meal deductions alone.
Cindy Smith is over at the Waffle House in Conyers, and were there any scabs? Like, were there any people, when you guys did your walkout, did some stay back, and how are they being treated versus you guys that walked out?
Actually, there was 3 servers on first shift that morning, and all 3 of us walked out. All that was left was the cook that had just come in and the manager.
What led to the walkout? What was the final straw that got you going with this petition and the walk? Because, getting vocal like that, we've all seen movies about it, a lot of money at stake.
Yeah, it's a lot of money at stake. But, I also realized that when I signed up with the Union of Southern Service Workers, when I sat down with them and we talked, that I realized I was protected and I had a voice. My parents always told me as a young child that I would have a voice and I would find it. And I found my voice through the union. And now I speak up and tell people like it is. I just speak the truth.
Well, you sound like a very strong woman. I would think, first and foremost, that the safety, Barnes, especially
that's
not
huge.
only for the employees, but also the customers.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, when I was robbed, my son was 6 years old at the time. He's 18 now. He was sitting at the low counter when the man walked in and put the pistol in my face and demanded money at the register. There was customers in the store. This was like 6:15, 6:20 in the morning, like a normal weekday morning. Waffle House to this day, it's been these years. has never called to see if I needed anything, checked on my son, never offered help or checked on any of the customers in the building or anything. So, I mean, that's just like a hard, cold smack in the face. You have customers in the building who witnessed all this, but you don't care enough to check on your customers, much less your associates.
We got past it, but I wanted to hear again, what was the thing that broke the camel's back? Like, what was the last straw that caused you all to walk out and start the petition?
When we give them the demand letter, we gave them 2 weeks, and nobody ever said anything. Nobody complied. I handed the demand letter to my unit manager. He then called his bosses and let them be aware of what was going on and what had happened. 2 weeks later, no compliance, no calls, no, is there anything we can do? Nobody bothered to say, hey,
Wow.
So we did what we had to do.
That surprises me that they didn't respond at all. Then you just showed back up to work like, hey, we're back.
Yeah, we told them we was on a 4-day strike and we would be back on Friday. And like I said, when we walked in on Friday, there was 7 EVP, 7 upper management in there, including the EVP. I shouldn't have to change jobs to feed my family. This is ridiculous. You should just comply with. And I was informed the only way we would make close to $25 an hour is to become a third shift cook. Well, if everybody becomes cooks, guess what? Who's going to serve y'all's food?
True.
I'm one of the biggest reasons why customers continue to come back in there. I've been doing this for 30 years. They are my extended family. I love my boss. I love my district manager, my unit manager. All the people I work with, they're awesome. And my customers are fabulous. That's why I stay.
We're talking to Cindy Smith from Waffle House. Obviously, this is happening all over the country. Have you talked to other employees at other Waffle Houses outside of Georgia?
I have. We actually have 2 other states working with us, North Carolina and South Carolina as well. We have Waffle House workers from both states and including ours from different units and different locations. We're all working together to try to fight to get the meal deductions to stop, the $25 an hour and 24/7 security.
Yeah, they've got to bend a little somewhere to make a move. Well, how can listeners support you guys if they want, or if they're fans of Waffle House, or they're, what can they do to help?
Question.
Well, actually, they can go to ussw.org and sign our petition. If they want to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, just look up Raise Up the South.
Raise Up the South?
Yep.
All right.
And if you're not a Waffle House worker and you want to reach out to us, just let Waffle House workers know to get in touch with them. We need numbers to win, and we're going to get there. It's just a matter of time.
We really want to wish you the best of luck. We got to have our Waffle House barns.
Yeah, good luck, Cindy. Let us know how it goes, or if there's any breaking moves so we can update everybody, all right?
All right, we sure will. Thank you so much.
All right, Cindy, you have a great day. We'll see you later.
Okay.
The Morning X with Barnes and Leslie. 99X.